Okay, so we're up to our next game of Shadowrun. We are session number 75 or season 2 episode 37. It is the 8th of May 2051, which is a Monday. And the characters have gotten themselves into another mess.
We got ratted out, thank you very much.
And I think the rat got skewered, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. So, today at the table we have Ross.
Yes, I play the lovable character Womp, the healer, who has just recovered from his examination against Professor Stone, I think it was.
One of them, yes.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be doing a combat one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, online today we have Jeremy.
Good evening all. I'm playing Desmond Deadcott, the elf, street smart driver, wannabe ancient go-ganger, and apparently fledgling superhero, but he's trying to avoid that role as much as possibly can. Because hey, there's no money in that role, so it's much better to go for making money.
Actually, there is money in that role. It's called sponsorship.
Merchandising.
Yeah. It actually sounded like it was Despot, not Deadshot.
Also online today we have M.
Hello, I am Em. I play the ever-lovable Bolt, and Fluffy, and TP, and all that jazz. I am not the sharpest bolt in the shed.
Yep, that's because your buff's now gone off.
Yeah, because Walt's concentration is finally dropped.
Yeah, because I needed that for the school.
I was feeling alright for the weekend.
You were nice and smart.
Yeah, I could even use my phone and everything, and now that's kind of gone again, so, you know. Yeah, and I, as I said, some of the rat ratted us out, and I can't go hunt him down because we already know he's dead, so.
Unless it's only been reported.
I mean, I could probably find out.
It might just be the bargaining tactic.
Okay, up next we have is L.
Hello, I play Talon, a lovely-faced, charismatic, narcissistic nightmare. Who, for some reason, if she could just get her P's and Q's in order, and stop having so many narcissistic injuries, could probably really make a decent living for herself. Unfortunately, he is too much of a chaotic mess. None of her business opportunities go to plan. She currently has her finances in the care of a friend. Yeah, she's a menace. Not sure why people put up with her, but she's always there for the ride. Loves to Shadowrun, loves to make a dime, loves to party, loves to make new friends. Mwah.
Actually, I've got a solution for your problem, and it's one word: minions. You need to get minions.
Like that, can't keep track of them. They all seem to jip me in the end. It's fine. You know what? I actually could have some minions out there right now. How would we know?
Well, you just can't keep minions. All the minions you've met so far just can't keep up with your fabulousness.
That's right. In answer to your question about I don't know why I didn't put up with her, she's pretty. Real pretty.
Yeah, that's it. Witty.
And joining us for a short time tonight is Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh. Flora being really short. Flora hitting nothing, yes. Flora won't be around for a lot of this session.
Okay.
I bet you didn't know it would be around for long. That'd be a good profession.
Well, you never know what's going to come around the corner.
Is the Sami's smile stackable?
Sorry.
No, I mean, if Talon targets one, and then if I target the same person, does that stack?
It does not. Whichever does the largest counts.
So, yeah.
Because you can't apply the same modifier twice.
Yeah, that's what I just wondering about.
It's a simple rule of the game. Saves a lot of heartache. Okay, so who remembers what happened last session?
Bolt and Shadow went incognito and everyone else went to go find out why the corporation who looks after... Is it the corporation who looks after...
Euphoria.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember the start of the we managed to.
I think you got a call.
No, so it was the question exactly how we were putting Euphoria back on the street again after the weekend at the park, so they were going to get it paid. And I think it ended up let's on the street near the boundary of Bellevue from Redmond. But anyway, we released her, we got paid, we were living it up, had a good night, and then Desmond got a call from White Castle, fixing light, I think, or someone, and said, hey, look, there's another job meet at this place, at the Rocket Towers, where Euphoria's apartment actually is. And then we were talking with, or we met up with Rocket Tyrone, the manager, and he explained that he knew that we knew, as everyone knew, the fact that Euphoria has been missing for the last few days, and there's a cost certificate advertisement and contracts and stuff. And it implied that he knew someone involved or how. So I got no idea why he was telling us about this, but as is what Decker definitely tried to imply, that why are you telling us this? But then he explained the fact that White Castle, the fixer guy that set us up, had been sold out by Mr. Johnson, or previous Mr. Johnson, and they'd also apparently sold us out as well. And so, but yeah, Tyrone told us the fact that actually Euphoria's gone missing again, and so presumably he thought that we were involved, and therefore it would be easy for us to recover her again. She's even then he offered 20k, 20k each with Jericho McDonald to negotiate up a bit further. Can't remember how much that's come.
My notes say that in total you're going to get 160,000.
That's right, yeah, exactly. He did calculation based on how many it was, yeah, there was 20k each, and I said, okay, that's 100, there was 7 of us, I think 140, so yeah, I pumped it to 160 or something. The other option, of course, we could join White Castle, who he implied had just been killed during the interview.
Yeah. So your fixes been fixed.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? Okay, that's got me confused. So White Castle was one doing the negotiation. He's the one who promised 160.
No.
That was Robert Carone.
White Castle was the guy that arranged for us to meet Mr. Johnson on the pier back originally, where we came across the motorcycle guy and ended and things like that.
Okay, so our fixer and the Johnson got killed.
Well, no, the Johnson didn't get killed. Your fixer got killed.
White Castle was the fixer. The fixer is the intermediary between Mr. Johnson and Shadowrunners.
So is the fixer the one who squealed on us?
The fixer's the one who squealed on you.
Seemingly it was actually Mr. Johnson squealed on us, and also squealed on White Castle.
Actually, that's not good for Mr.
Mr. Johnson apparently now works for our new Mr. Johnson, or Robert Perone, and his corporation.
I know he was employed by. He has engaged your new Mr. Johnson for a new contract. So he was the ones who hired you to get Euphoria out from a rival corporation's grasp, and then hired the corporation after you, while you had her away, to engage her for his own products.
Yes. And now that she's disappeared again,
he's passed on
Mr. Johnson
details.
wants us to go and find her again so that he can take advantage of the fact that he's now on his books. She's now on his books.
And because he knows you had taken Euphoria and he's the one who's going to miss out on it, he's passed your details on so that he can get her back faster.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys all later. I've got to get going now.
Yeah, see you, Josh.
See you, Josh.
So if we screw up, he's dead as well.
Unlikely.
And
He's a corporate. If you kill him, then they will come at you with a lot of money. So don't kill a suit.
I'm sure Game wouldn't be happy if we don't go and find Euphoria again.
Well, we could just beat him up and then I just heal him back to normal again.
Again, violence against a suit is bad.
Yeah, but where's the proof?
His word means that your word has no meaning. And the fact that you're you're an Aztechnology criminal, all he has to do is associate you to Aztechnology and they will come in guns blazing.
I wouldn't come in guns blazing, I would just say, fine. I'll go and see my uncle.
End result was, apparently we've been hired to find Euphoria again. We've got a deadline of some days, I think by Friday or Saturday or something, after which the price drops in half. And
Well, because it means Euphoria will have missed more of her commitments, reducing her brand significantly.
And the
Sure.
the big Corona was going to take us up to her apartment where apparently she'd been kidnapped from, because the people who did the kidnapping this time apparently went with our plan B, that we decided to get her door and go on with plan B. So they actually hit her in the apartment. So.
But wasn't my apartment extremely heavily guarded and that?
There was a reason we decided not to go with that particular plan.
You wanted to live.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, whoever took her was able to get around. The guards, I guess we'll find out more when we go and look.
So who is going to go up the elevator?
Wait, can we
Well,
fit
Imperium
the
definitely going up with Mr. Tyrone, so...
I presume Bolt's still outside, or is this a different location now?
This is the same location, and
So I think that actually, initially what I meet was Desmond, Slogger, and presumably, there's probably no reason why Womp and Tala wouldn't be around if they wanted to be. But Shadow and Bolt were definitely providing covert surveillance on me. Whether or not Mr. Corona actually recognised or noticed them there, we don't know for sure, but we're assuming at the moment that you were stayed unseen.
let's just say that
I think Shadow and I have the two highest. I could be wrong, but I think we've got the two highest stealth scores.
Yeah, they kind of go along, but as far as we're aware, yeah, you're definitely still out of sight. And so presumably you're not coming forward immediately to go off the elevator.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was just kind of clarifying whether it was the same location or if it was different. But yes, if it's the same location, then yes, I'll still be stealth outside.
Depending upon what we see when we get up there, there's probably no reason why we can't call you in, because it's clear that Ferrone knows exactly who's in the party, because hey, we all got rounded out by Mr. Johnson and Mr. Whitecastle, so. Does Womp and Elle want to have been, Carlin, want to have been part of the initial negotiations and therefore at the table already? Or were you elsewhere?
I was going to say they're coming in now having been away from what was happening.
And with that too.
And that Shadow will be sending apologies, having to go help Sophie the hacker after the work Sophie did for you earlier.
Yep. I mean, also the fact that I could easily imagine that Shadow just says, no, Shadow's not coming forward to be seen by Mr. Johnson and Joe, just say that would defeat the whole purpose of remaining Shadows as much as possible, so. But yeah. Okay, so Womp and Carlin got called in just as we were heading up to the elevators, and then randomly joining in the elevators, or I suspect that for own security might avoid random extras in the elevator unless we actually...
Is this a different building, or
that's
the
more
apartment that she was kidnapped from?
This is the apartment that you were thinking of kidnapping her from.
So let me guess, I've probably been driven back by Professor Stone?
You didn't come back with your professor, no.
Yeah.
You didn't bring your professor to a Shadowrun beach.
Okay, so Poppy will also have headed off, so Poppy will not be joining you in the elevator.
Okay. Did anyone have anything else to add to what happened last time?
Professor not present.
Who's going first?
Declan certainly accompanying Robert Duran, not necessarily first to the elevator as such, but certainly chatting and talking about his Duran all the time.
Oh, it's more that I believe we had both L and M speaking at the same time and didn't get what either said.
Right.
So we'll go with L first.
I have nothing of value. I have nothing of value, but I just said I'm literally just here with no knowledge at this time other than what has been said to me in the last game.
Okay, so what about M?
I also said I don't think there was anything off the top of my head that.
Not yet to add.
Yeah. We just want to get this job done and not die. That's the plan, right?
Yeah, well, I think it's more to do with finding Euphoria, because she's obviously run off again, taking advantage of the alcohol. I'm sure that's what we'll see when we go up to the apartment.
So Bolt stays outside?
Yeah, Bolt's still outside, unless you call for me.
Well, okay, if Shadow had to leave, if Shadow sent a message saying, hey, I've got to back away quickly, it probably may be worthwhile for Bolt to come in, unless you wanted to stay out at the present time. So, it's up to you at that point. You can do whichever one you want to, really.
Yeah, I'll probably come in.
Okay.
Okay, so you make it in time for other people to use the lift for you because you still struggle with that with one intellect.
Buffer again.
Oh, if they want to play a below intelligence character, there will be side effects.
Don't I take this out of, like, just because I can run faster up the stairs than
These stairs are
pretty
not
much
available.
anyone, unless it's
So,
not stairs.
Okay. Does it mean I have to end up specialising in doctor and then become a dealer and just keep juicing up her intelligence?
or just give her a drug that she becomes dependent on, and is the only way that they will function is if they've been given this drug that gives them a boost.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do the addiction side of it.
If you use magic, they'll become addicted to it if you use it every day.
No. This is a doctor. Yeah, doctor. I can specialise with the stims. I can actually cause it if a high enough level. I can actually make it a bonus to an attribute.
Are you trying to say there was something wrong with the gem here?
I am the janitor.
He said the gem hadar.
Oh, the Jim Hadar.
Yes.
We're not going against the Jim Hadar.
Because they have a very similar thing with chemically enhanced.
Okay. They're strong, fast, and endurance because they're addicted to stings.
Okay.
So my question is there stairs that you can run up? Because if that's the choice, I'll take it.
The same answer is no. There's no stairs you can run up.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear the first answer.
Good.
So thank you. Okay, well that's a shame.
Which is why you need someone to do the lift stuff for you, because hey, remembering which one to push can be a little tricky at times.
I mean, I could roll for it and see if I could do it. I'm pretty sure every time I've rolled for using my phone, I've actually I've actually got it.
But I'm guessing that if Bolt decided to come in after Shadow said they'd left, then the more case of that the word came whistled to say, yeah, okay, well, come in and we'll go up together type stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
Unless Bolt deliberately tried to go up the elevator by herself after us, or by himself after us.
Depends on how the semantic goes, but yeah, sure.
Okay, so...
Wait, is Bolt a girl? I thought Bolt was a male.
Bolt is a male. It's
Yeah,
just
no,
the
default is male. I just get my pronoun confused with the fact that it's female. So.
And I made it tricky because I usually play male characters, but I now have one female character. Ooh.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
my fault.
who's a murder hobo?
Okay, so the four of you are in the elevator with Robert Corone and one of his lackeys in a black suit.
Can I sniff the lackey?
He smells more of metal than he does of meat.
Ugh, gross. Do I recognize the smell, or is he new?
It's that new metal smell, not the old metal smell.
New metal smell. Awesome. Great.
Like you, honey.
New car, new book smell.
Also has that smell of chemicals and drugs.
Has he got like bleached hair and like something's on even though he's inside? And...
Just that most people who maintain cyberware generally require high levels of drugs, the more cyberware they have, and lots of cleaning to stop other stuff going wrong.
Well, this is stop them from going like crazy, right? I forget what the term is.
Cyberpsychosis.
Cyberpsychosis.
You expect so, but there's no real way to tell. Most people consider anyone who replaces meat with tech to be crazy to begin with.
Yep.
Okay, so the elevator goes express all the way up to the 21st floor. And it goes to a very smooth stop and opens you up into the entrance hallway. And when you make it to Euphoria's condo main door, it's slightly ajar. A chair sits in the hallway with a cup of cold soy calf on the floor beside it. Everything is quiet, very quiet. There's nothing to see in the foyer, but in the living room, you're a bit surprised. Logic tells you that these must have been several men. You can even recognize scraps of knight errant guard uniforms scattered amongst the bits. The carnage is frightening. In your years on the streets in the shadows, you have rarely seen mutation as horrifying. You hope to God that whatever did it wasn't human, so each of you will get to make a discipline roll. What is your discipline?
I think I've called who it
Flogger
was.
was here.
Do I recognize the smell of the lion shaman?
You do not.
As I do not. Okay.
But then again, you never smelled the lion shaman, so that's never actually going to help you.
Oh, I thought I did, but
You saw him and then ran out the window.
oh, I saw him. Okay, I never actually got a whiff of him.
You never got a whiff of him.
No, the only thing that you got a good look at was this. Was it the staff or
The spirit.
yeah? But yeah,
All she got to see was the spirit and the lion shaman.
yeah.
She
I
never.
thought
Flogger
that was-
got the staff.
Okay.
You got to see the staff.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You got to see the lion head or whatever on his shoulder turn around and look at you.
Yeah.
Is that against anything, Martin, or is
It
it
will
just...
be against something. So what is your discipline, Em?
Oh, I just rolled mine. I just didn't roll the other dice.
Okay, I was going to check to see what everyone else's were before I tell what the difficulty is.
Oh, so my discipline is 1 yellow, 1 green, and I have a success and 2 advantages so far. So
Okay,
we'll
so
see how long that lasts.
what is Ross's?
4 yellow, 1 green.
4 yellow.
And I
1
also have hard-headed. What's this? Okay, so then I make a daunting purple to avoid passing out by lots of things if I fail.
Okay. So we'll just roll that to see how that turns out for you. So that is 1 success and 4 advantages. And what did Em get in her total?
Sorry, I didn't see how many.
You haven't rolled the white dice as well.
What was that?
You haven't rolled the white dice.
I have.
Oh, okay.
I did that as everyone was introducing.
Oh, okay, cool.
I had 1 success and 2 advantages, but I haven't rolled any any purple dice or anything yet.
Well, I will tell you what that is after we've done everyone's actual roll.
Yep.
Okay, so Al, what is your character's discipline?
Yeah, I have 1 green dice.
Well, that's going to be interesting. And Jeremy, what is Desrin's discipline? You're currently on mute, by the way.
Oh, so I don't know what I have a while a minute. I think I know a copy machine. Yes, I twice as good as elves, I said. 2 green dice.
Okay, so that is 1 success and 2 advantages. Okay, so Em, you get to roll 4 red dice.
4 red dice! Oh my god!
I did say it was horrifying.
Yeah! You say! Oh, I'm not as familiar with the things on the red dice, so I will read them out as I not red dice.
Okay, so doing Jeremy's one for him.
Yeah.
So that means you ended up with probably a psychosis by this stage, as there is a despair in there.
Oh, goody.
Oh, lovely.
And you have 2 net failures and a despair. Let's see, what does discipline give me for a despair? You are completely overwhelmed by what you see before you.
Okay.
Ross. You have 1 net failure and 1 advantage.
Okay.
So you don't succeed in not being sickened by what you see.
Yeah, but I'm not petrified as somebody else is.
Well,
You're
you're afraid.
Yeah, I'm afraid, but I'm not.
You-
I don't have to suffer from psychosis from it.
Yes. Okay, so we're doing. Looks like. What did you get? So what did you get on your one? Sorry.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the triangle-y looking things. They're
I will show you on the screen. So this is failures.
Yep.
This is threats, which cancel out advantages.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the interesting one that you're probably going to end up rolling at some point.
Yeah, so I didn't get any despair. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the... I don't know, you literally just said...
Threat or failure?
Four of those.
They're failures.
No, 4 of the triangles.
So that's
Failure.
failures.
Yeah.
So 4 failures, 2 threats.
What did you roll on your green and yellow?
So 1 success and 2 advantages. So she ends up with a net of 3 failures.
Yeah.
Now we see how Al goes.
Why do I get 4?
Everyone does.
Is that another despair?
It is.
Great. Okay.
Okay, so that ends up with 2 net failures, 3 net threat, and 1 despair. So it looks like out of the group, everyone is completely horrified by what they're seeing, and both Talon and Desrin rush out of the room and can be heard being sick from the room next door.
Yeah. I'm just there to keep Tyler company. It's feeling better.
Yeah. Bolt, is that claws that did that, or blades, or knives, or whatever, or gunfire? I just want to know if it was claws and teeth, or it was guns and blades.
Who are you after?
Bolt,
because everyone else ran.
Bolt's the only one next to me.
Sorry, what was the question? Because I thought it was directed at Martin, not me.
I basically want to know if it's somebody that's got claws and teeth, or somebody is using guns and knives.
Well, I think the description when we came in was things were ripped to shreds.
Yeah, but you could rip to shreds with cyber claws.
Claws and canines.
I wanted to notice if there was like
There is not much difference between organic or metal if you're talking about cyberware versus creature.
I thought the creature was a little bit dull.
I mean, I could probably tell you if it was metal or if it was a more natural creature like myself.
Oh,
And that's probably about it.
If there's
There are cyberware. There are cyberware that mimics natural. So just because you'd have to go by what the wound smelt like, but that's also not always going to help you.
Yeah, but Bolt's
Yeah,
got a great
I mean,
sense
like
of smell.
I could try, but I don't think that's gonna tell us much.
But okay, you can certainly go and a closer look at the smell and.
Yeah, I'll go
I'm desperate as opposed to having a look at you initially get pretty, oh my god, lots of blood.
Yep.
In that case, for Tyler and Jacob, it was out of the room and follow up and, hey, I don't want to go back in there. But you guys might be able to take more time to actually have a look around.
And what was it?
Yeah,
We might
I'll
go get together.
I'll usually go up and see what I can smell. See what I can see.
Was the guy who employed us here as well? Or?
He's waiting in the other room. He's not walking in here.
Okay.
He's been here before, he doesn't need to check the book.
Okay, so Bolt, you get to make a perception roll.
Perception. My perception is, when I can find it, 2 yellow, 4 green. And what's the difficulty?
Okay, so the difficulty is 6.
And what does that mean?
6 purple dice.
That's,
6 purple
I
dice.
suppose it's impossible, isn't it?
Considered formidable.
Formidable. Okay, so 7's impossible.
Formidable and impossible are pretty much the same rating.
Okay.
Because it's like that plus.
You can do it!
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
So
3 yellow and 4 green.
So
So
technically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points that you can spend to upgrade, but you need to do that before you ask the difficulty. And I haven't increased the difficulty.
and I forgot to ask. So
Good.
Now the threats take out the advantages. Is that right?
That is correct, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, so threats take out the advantage. Threat takes out the advantage. The failure takes out the success. So, and I think I've done this right. 2 net success, but 3 threat.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 3 successes, 1, 2, 3 advantages, and pretty much all my bubble dice just rolled threat. I didn't threat, and I had 1 failure, which took out one of the 3 successes.
So 2 successes and 2 threat?
2 successes and 3 threat.
3 threat. Okay, I knew there was a 3 in there somewhere, that's what I was just repeating.
Yep. Yeah, sorry. I was just done it by myself a lot.
Okay,
So.
so as Puppy is looking down at it, you see that there is a in the main living room off to the foyer. The recording studio and balconies are all open. The entrance of at the entrance of the foyer is a large dark red stain on the carpet. By the stain, shreds of a knight errant uniform with a HK 22-7, still with a full clip. And it looks like this is where the entrance guard died.
So he before he could even fire a shot.
He died without firing a shot, yes. The remains of 2 other guards lie scattered about the living room. Close examination shows that these wounds were all caused by shredding and or tearing. None of them were gunshots or sharp blades. So that doesn't rule out cyberware.
Yeah, the nasty viper thing or whatever, the blades that pop out your forearms.
It rules out blades, but it doesn't rule out impaling and pulling. One of the nastier ones are those who have like gorilla arms, can just go grab, yank, and that's a tear.
I forgot about those ones.
There are a lot of things like that that really mess people up. So
basically it's a monster of some sort.
And whoever did the killing was also incredibly strong, so they fit within Bolt and Flogger's range.
Ooh, new theory. It's that android gorilla thing that we've seen before.
Wasn't that too big to fit the elevator?
It would have been too
No,
heavy
it
for the elevator.
Yeah.
It can climb the outside of the building, because our plan was come through the balcony. Or if they come, or we're thinking they've come through like the elevator and come through the front door.
Well, you may need to explore the rest of the apartment to look at all the rooms to find out
Okay,
which
so
way they're going.
the glass
Yeah.
doors to the balcony is shattered, and wind whistles through a hole in the balcony's exterior. You notice that there are some large holes in the ceiling, which make a path from the balcony directly to above the bloodstain near the foyer entrance, meaning whatever killed the guy came across the ceiling.
Hey, my theory might not be too far off. Is the glass shattered I don't know if bolt's smart enough at this, but
Glass
is
of
the glass
shadow.
shadowed in or out?
Inwards, your cunning lets you know that whatever came in via the balcony.
The balcony. Cool.
And crawled across the ceiling to strike from above, meaning the guy probably walked right beneath it before it killed him. You also know. Sorry, Jeremy, do you want to speak in before I finish?
I was going to ask the question of after Talon and Desmond have gone out and enjoyed the drink and the meal that Robert Corone provided again. I think only two actually. Are we allowed to attempt a cool check to try and recover enough to think about going in?
Sure. What is your call?
1 yellow and 3 green. I'm not saying it will work, but hey.
You're very shaken. But you feel really good about being shaken. You're no longer getting bile out. If Talon would like to do a cool check herself, she's welcome to.
Sorry, wait. You talking to me?
That is
yeah. Did Talon want to be able to try and get back into the room?
Yes. Hell yes.
Overcome the disgust and
It's vomiting.
Talon, be cool.
Okay, Talon manages to make it into the room, feeling very fatigued from it all because, hey, it's not every day you have to deal with this level of carnage and not have a clue what caused it.
So, do you reckon Declan was able to at least walk back in again and start looking around, or was he shaken and...
He's too shaken to go in there because he failed his cool check. It's like he got to the door, turned around, and went back the other way, but you didn't throw up.
Okay, happy with that? That's alright.
Okay, so other things that you're noticing while when Talon makes it in is there's a small lump of brown slime on the carpet near the couch. And bringing it to Talon's attention, it is very similar to the amber gel that had been in the limo.
Ooh.
Have we
You
been
mean
told about
the
the
creepy
bones
stuff
yet?
that everyone's, that Shadow and Poppy have told do not eat whatever you
Which
think, do not eat it.
Which I was secretly desperate to have a little taste of anyway, just for
What?
funsies.
The line of food that Euphoria was originally going to be advertising.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just not quite as bright and shiny as the stuff Talon almost ate. Okay.
Declan will send a message over, hey guys, I'm going to go and investigate outside the building.
He's given a strong cup of soy calf by one of the guards. So he's got something else to smell instead of the carnage in the other room.
And you don't vomit.
As you can see, the guards up here all look very pale. When you deal with horrors, you can literally be completely messed up.
Yep. The barrier spell, can I cast that on innate objects?
Yes, but you can't cast it on moving objects unless you're a arcanist.
Okay, so it actually has to stay put.
You can cast it on a moving person, but not on a moving object.
So I can't cast it on my vest. If I was arcanist, I could cast it on my vest.
Yes.
Arsehole. I was trying to work out a way of able to get some defense on myself. So I basically have to duck behind a stone and then cast it on the stone.
Pretty much. Though the stone will be protected, you may not be.
It'll protect me probably against direct stuff, but area effect, nah.
Okay, so you are directed to the fact that there seems to have been something happening in the recording studio and the greenhouse balcony. If you want to look in either of those, let me know.
Okay. Well, the security tapes will be downstairs, not up here anyway. If there is any security.
You know that from experience, the video footage from this place is doctored.
Yeah, but there's...
Remember, Euphoria lives a wonderful life and he's never actually in the place where she thinks he is.
Yeah, but there probably is other cameras.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be connected to the general building security. Not any internal cameras at this apartment.
No, but the thing is, the door is ajar.
Because the security guard came in from outside and got
That's
killed.
right, and then grew up and like left it open as you go back down
the
again.
camera doesn't show inside the... What we need is somebody who could look into the past.
That would be handy.
Yes, and she's not here.
Well, that's what investigation is. Deciphering the clues and working out what happened.
So, are you finished in the apartment?
Oh yeah. Out of this.
No, we still need to have a look in the sound room.
Isn't there other rooms to explore, like the balcony and the like a bedroom?
I just asked if people wanted to explore two other rooms that
Yeah.
you'd been directed to, but we got no response. So I was asking if you were finished with your investigation.
Sorry, no, I was just eating dinner, so
Yeah,
I
good.
didn't quite want to chew in your face. Or chew in your ear.
No, I was just distracted by my own vomit-soaked sweater. Yes, we would absolutely like to explore the other rooms. I cannot think of anything else I would rather do right now.
Okay.
Head up to the rooms, Game Master.
So the two that they had referenced was the greenhouse balcony and the recording studio. Which one do you wish to go to first?
Obviously, the recording studio. I made a little ditty myself in the past, so I know my way around.
Okay, so entering it, I will give you a perception test. What is Tarlin's perception?
Ooh, it is 3 green.
Did you want to upgrade?
Obvious. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
nah. Save
Okay.
it.
You save it?
No, I'll save it.
Okay, so you're feeling the stress of being the lead elf on this. As you're now up to 4 strain.
Yeah.
As you notice that the recording studio equipment are still on.
Oh, that's right. I could get...
Unfortunately, Bolt would not have gotten the role at all.
Even with a good perception?
Even with a good perception, because unfortunately the tech is currently beyond Bolt capabilities. There, like I did say, there are drawbacks to taking below
Intelligent character, yes.
or any character that takes a 1 in a stat will have situations that they cannot do certain things.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I
No, that's
concentrated
totally
on
fair. Much else.
So this recording equipment is on. Do we know if it's like, is it like a closed loop? Do we know if other people can Where else?
It's a recording studio, so this is where Euphoria records her albums.
Their recording equipment is on.
And her movies.
Yeah.
Oh, movies. Special friend movies?
That could be one of them, but other things that happen inside the...
Okay, so does anyone here have a data jack?
Desrin does, but he's currently downstairs.
I know.
Damn it, Desmond, get your ass up
Actually,
here!
don't you have
I
one as
can't
well?
be trusted in this room alone. I might
Oh,
produce a hit single.
Most characters don't have cyberware.
And
Makes
Hello
it
would be
easier.
nowhere near you right now, so she's probably tucked away online in Desert Tower.
Okay, so Desrin gets the call right as he's about to get in the elevator.
Uh-huh. You guys get to go?
Who was calling Desrin? Because I wasn't.
Talon.
Yeah, who's calling Desmond?
Yeah.
Talon, I am?
Yes.
Yes.
Does
my God.
he get a bonus to his call because his love interest Talon is calling him?
That's
Help.
completely up to Jeremy.
Okay, so yeah.
Sorry,
And the player
what is his ringtone?
Does
Ringtone.
yeah.
Yeah. He's always going silent. He's got a better one for Parliament. But that's he doesn't have like his phone doesn't actually ring though. He actually flashes a message up like call ID and things like that on his cyber. So
Right. Does Talon have an option to like send like a little like voice message to his phone in particular?
Well, if he doesn't pick up, you can send him a message.
Okay. Does he pick up?
okay. Are we going? Are we downstairs?
No. I'm in a recording studio. Help me. I have an overwhelming desire to make a hit single. I'm being recorded. Come quickly. I don't know what's about to happen.
Look at her strangely going, what the fuck?
Lord, send help.
Either that or she's just finally broken down with the carnage that's happening.
Well, you see
outside.
she has pulled out her phone and is FaceTiming someone.
And Jacob says, you want me to save you from making a permanent recording? You can go, but we can look at all the time.
Yes, because God knows there doesn't need to be yet another 100,000th recording of myself or any other portion of my body on the interwebs.
There's definitely a file out there.
Can I just go back to the fact that I'm in that room now? So there's like obviously like I have like a good look around the room. I am tempted to make that hit single, but there's no one in there, right?
There's
is there any-
no one in there at the moment except for you, Womp, and Bolt. Because you picked the magic characters to join you, not the tech characters.
Yeah, the tech character is currently cowering downstairs trying
Well,
to...
he didn't make it into the lift.
Oh, okay, he's cowering at the lift.
Do we have time to record a small single, or as a group, please? Bolt and should we just get out of here?
Well,
No. This is currently recording. So if somebody with some technology experience can actually see what it's recorded.
And the fact that anything recorded in this studio becomes property of the corporation that Euphoria belongs to.
Well, that too.
So if you
I
make a hit
feel like
signal, you just made someone else some money instead of yourself again.
Yes, again. Oh well.
Yeah.
So spirit.
We'll at least be able to tell you, don't do it because you won't get it. You won't get the profits.
Yeah.
Well,
Ezra, what should we do? Do you have any intel? Should we search for anything else? Or should we get the hell out of here?
the model we're behind is, as a player, I'm thinking, well, yeah, I'm going to actually find out what we recorded. Which that means that you get Desmond in there.
Do I need to go and grab the elf and pick him up?
We'll let Jeremy finish. Go, Jeremy.
Well, yeah, the probably only way to get Desmond in there now would be basically make it blindfold him or make sure he's going to up and then here's where you can get to.
Bolt carry
You think
him?
you're clean up in there.
Bolt or Womp can do the bodyguard move with Desrin.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, do that.
Silk sack over
Did
there.
they pick you up under the
Never
arm
really
like
come
they do
without
with my
one.
3-year-old?
So which person would Desrin prefer to elf handle him? Is it a Bolt in full fur or a Womp with the extra bulk? And a sack in his hand.
If someone's trying to grab me and take me in,
Okay,
that's
so
maybe where I'm going to go. And he'll basically have one hand over his eyes and to walk in, obviously with not getting where he's looking or, hang on, what was that squishy thing I just stepped on?
next thing you know, as you go to walk in, you find that you're flying. Literally, as you're moving faster than you expected, and by the time you figure out that someone has elf handled you, you're in the recording studio.
Okay.
I forgot that Bolt's a lot quicker than me.
Is it slightly cleaner in the recording studio, or is it got the blood everywhere too and bits of guard?
There is no blood or bits of guard here at all.
Okay.
We'll soon see to that.
But I'm sure there is a posing Tarlin taking her personal snapshots.
Wait a sec.
Well, they certainly take the mind off other.
Now, is it only the equipment if the corporation the corporation owns, or is it actually any physical images?
Well, she's contracted to a corporation,
No,
meaning
I
that's
meant-
probably anything recorded here belongs to the corporation.
Yep, so basically those snapshots now belong to the corporation.
If it's done with their tech, normally yes. Whereas anything being recorded here from the equipment that's here would belong to the corp.
I thought they might try to get any of the snapshots as well.
If they were aware of it, yes.
But this is Tarlin, they'll be aware of it.
Okay.
Could we maybe try to remove some chips or info, or do we have those capabilities? Or
Yeah,
Well,
that's why we've got Desrin here.
Yeah. In there, you can at least. Are you saying that this was on already?
It's still on. You can see it's still recording. They haven't stopped it, and you can see that it has a full sim rig, including data jack.
Ew,
Okay.
I hate that.
Yeah. Maybe it was going when the attack happened, so. But that means I don't want to see this again.
So does Desrin have education?
Education?
The knowledge skill.
No, it's got no rank in education.
How many dice does he have?
No, 0 ranks.
But he should have green dice at least.
I got 3 green dice, yes.
3 green dice.
And does he want to upgrade?
Would you like to upgrade an education check about what this equipment is?
Well,
Yes.
I mean, as a a Shadowrunner and a person living in the real world, i.e., 2050 structure, I'm assuming that it'd be like a syntax recording stuff, isn't it?
It is. It's just how much you recognise the technology is up to a roll.
Okay. Yep. Well, that's all just like I thought. Yeah, we'll go with 20 green dice.
Okay.
You won't know how dangerous this plug in.
So, looking at it, you think you'll be right. It is. Looks like it is a proper emotion recording system, which would have all the normal inhibitors and filters removed. Which means that the actual recording, replaying it, is more than a BTL can produce.
Yeah. And it's not like Declan's really all that rock solid in his current situation in his mental state right now. I'm assuming that this system is too big to remove from the room.
It is. It's actually built into the room itself, and you do know you can fiddle with the controls and do stuff while you're doing it, including just pull the cord out.
Yeah. But hey, that'd probably be I'm shocked I'd affect if this tried to do that. But, and yeah, I got one. God, like I said,
Is there any way of playing back the footage?
Yes, you've got to plug in and experience the recording
With no filters.
with no filters.
Can you turn the filters on?
No, because this is not what the rig's designed to do.
What type of status would
Well, the thing is, it's normally processed before it's played back.
Yeah, because the point is that normally the idea is that you're recording the sensations and the actions of the actor,
And
they don't put any filters on that sensation because the actor obviously is feeling as much as they can possibly feel. And then if they decide the actor is feeling too much when it comes time to the product, then they can tone down the filters.
Yeah, they
tone down the emotions.
sort of like when you have a recording studio doing the different levels of the instruments so that they come across at the correct level.
Let's see how we can break Desmond. I don't think he can survive.
Yeah. Well, he's in a completely fit sound state of mind right now anyway. I'm sure it'll be great to now live through the experience of the attack and even the after effect of any being thrown out.
Which is why I thought it was amusing who was the only person who could do it.
Yeah.
And even if we had all the other characters here, you're still the only person who could do it.
Yeah.
Because none of us are the cyber junkies.
Okay, so you put the headset.
Because you're only other resident cyber junkie to refuses to leave Desmond Tower pretty much.
And Jeremy, I will give you the heads up that you can interrupt at any point, because that's you doing dump shock on yourself.
Okay.
Okay, the headset is in place.
Okay.
Is it Will that he needs to be rolling?
I need you to hold my hands on this one, Carla.
Right.
You're not sure what this is because you've not dealt with this tech.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if a boost of willpower would help him. Or
He
not.
hasn't given you any heads up about the tech.
Okay.
So, from
Good
your
luck.
perspective, you have no idea what he's going through. Because again, you're more magic. You haven't been studying the intricacies of recording studios.
No.
Okay, so the headset is in place. It takes a little adjusting.
Okay, Declan's deliberately holding both hands, palm both hands, So that means that he won't necessarily be able to pull out immediately.
It takes a little adjusting, having been tailored for someone else's head. It feels comfortable. Confident, you reach down to touch the keypad on the remote control before you grab Talon's hand. The world pitches to black for a moment. You hang in a senseless limbo. Dark nothingness surrounds you. Nothing to touch, nothing to hear, nothing to feel. It shifts again and the world returns. You feel the soft touch of her silk clothing against your body, the texture of the deep red carpet beneath your feet. You move towards one of the consoles in the empty room and she adjusts some settings, carefully setting the system for her own experience, conditioned psyche. You turn to the right as she presses some keys, bringing the rehearsal script onto a nearby prompting screen. The scene is hard and cruel. The jungle huntress has just returned to her village to find her family and friends massacred. She sighs. She doesn't like the story. Violence bothers her. An uneasy feeling slowly rises to the surface. She presses more buttons and a series of images appear on another monitor. News photos, war, famine, disease, hunger, poverty. You stare at them and her sorrow washes over you. Such pain inflicted on people by others. The princess's tribe massacred as the corporate helicopters fire volley after endless volley of napalm rockets into the village. The faces of children as the poisoned flood waters rise in Bangladesh. 1,000 racist riots in Chicago. An old woman is crushed underfoot. A young man holds his dead bride on the steps of a church, her blood staining his clothes. Horror, sadness, pain, and then a loud crash shatters her concentration, throwing her control into fragments of emotion rapidly spinning away. Her senses are sharp, her emotions wild. The lights in the recording studio are bright, the sounds from without in the living room are loud. You move quickly across the room and reach the door in only a few steps. Grasping it, you wrap your hand against the door edge and feel something warm, not hot and sticky on the far side. Carefully you pull open the door and peer into the living room. Beyond you is near darkness. Shapes and blurs dance in the room. The odor of blood, the stench of something else. A sound as flesh is torn from flesh, and the screams of something human, then the clicking laughter of something that is not. Your eyes slowly adjust to the dark as shapes rise in front of you. A thick liquid drops from the end of its arms. Where there should have been hands, there aren't. A sickly sweet, almost familiar smell assaults you. It's going to come for you. It's going to kill you. You are going to die.
Blissful death.
Took a bit of a turn.
Another shape steps into view, and then another behind it. Both are partially caught in the subdued light of the recording studio. The first smiles at you. You can smell him. His stench is harsh to your senses. Long, unkept blonde hair flows around his face. Were he younger, cleaner, you might consider him handsome. The figure behind him is also a man, but he stands still and quiet. Short black hair, dirty, torn jeans, and a white shirt that reads, Garrity's Bar and Grill. He stares at you. There is something wrong with his eyes. Ah, Euphoria! Never lovelier, the closer man says, the same stickly sweet odor on his breath. Don't be afraid, everything will be alright. He cocks his head to one side and laughs almost to himself. Now isn't that a silly thing to say? Don't be afraid, everything will be alright. Be afraid, things are far from right. He laughs again, reaches out to seize your arms. Barrow said to take care of you, I will. I'll make you my queen. Without warning, a figure to your left stands. His left arm is gone, but in his right hand is the gleaming shape of a submachine gun. He screams as a thin beam of red light lances out from the top of the gun and centers on the laughing man's forehead. His body spasms as the dark shape drops down onto him from above, smashing him into the ground. A misshapen arm hidden with folds of a long cloak rises, falls, and then rises again, something becoming free with it. It sprays dark, hot droplets across the wall against your face. Euphoria collapses, the world returns to darkness.
That was awesome.
So one of her guards tried to save her, and
Okay, so I am going to give our Desrin a discipline check.
That guy, is he actually still awake or alert, or is it half sane? Yep.
Yeah.
I might go and upgrade these 2 green dice.
Okay,
Might be
so
important.
upgrading it to a green and a yellow. Well, your yellow didn't get much for you. Okay, so you ended up with a net failure, 3 threat, and a despair.
Oh, yeah.
So, off to Arkham, are we?
Well, I suspect at the very least he probably passed out right now.
Yes, he passes out at the end of the recording. So yes, you've got Desrin limply hanging onto Talon. Or more, does Talon keep holding on to Desrin as Desrin collapses?
Yeah, of course. I'm fully there right now for this whole drama. Loving it.
Okay.
Now, did the rest of the party have any, was there any visual screen or anything like that that could watch the playback, or is it all in Declan's mind at the present time?
All in Desrin's well-kept mind right now.
Unless you can play back through your eyeball.
Possibly, but it's still a case of him being conscious at that point, and the idea of him wanting to try and do that again, even on a screen, we'll see what his state of mind is when he wakes up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so does our resident healer wake him up?
Yep. Okay, so I could do it the magic way, or I could do it the medical way.
He does have cyberware, so there will be things added. So what was that, Jeremy?
I'm assuming that Declan's probably at significant strain right now. He may not have just passed out from terror because of all the threats he's been facing. Is that being converted into strain normally?
Well, there's 5 strains so far on you.
Okay. So he hasn't actually passed out from strain automatically.
He has passed out from the terror.
Yeah. Just like Euphoria.
Well, copy your idol. I'm sure that everything goes well that way.
Well, I mean, hey, I was being Euphoria, so I was just playing along with the scene appropriately.
And I'm sure that will hold up in court.
So, 2 purple. So it'd be 2 purple, 1 black.
And what is your...
Oh, I'm just trying to work it out. If
Okay, which spell are you trying to do?
well, I should have healing revive because I got it ages ago. I can't really see it anywhere.
So that would be the restoration.
The restoration is only if he suffered well, that's an ongoing status effect. Is he currently having a status effect?
He is currently having a status
Sure.
effect.
Okay.
Consciousness, probably eternity.
Yeah, so you will use restoration. I'm just trying. Actually, there is an issue if I do this because it also does healing. And if I'm too successful, I actually screw up his cyberware. Correct?
You won't know until it happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll do doctor on him. I've got a bad feeling that I'll end up screwing up and his eyeball's going to pop out. Because I actually will be a bit too...
Okay, so that is 3 green.
What?
Your medicine. Oh, sorry.
No, it should
that's
be 2.
mechanics. Two yellow.
2 yellow, 1 green, and a blue, and I will upgrade.
And you will upgrade. A blue. And
wait a sec. So my magical healing also reduces the difficulty with medicine too. So that reduces the difficulty by 3.
Okay, so
That's useful.
it is. So that works out to be a triumph with 3 successes and 3 advantages. So yes, you do manage to wake up Desrin.
And I think there's some effects of me being a normal healer.
I'll be back in a minute, Mom.
Mm-hmm. So you can heal 3 strain on him.
Yep. Any more? I think that might have been just healer. And you heal. And is this from the magical healer? Because I heal straight 3 strain and 3 wounds or whatever from normal healing with my knowledge law.
So that is additional to the...
That's my magical healer.
So you get rid of all of Desrin's strain. Desrin wakes up
That's
feeling a bit better and more composed.
Wonder if I could do that to myself, because it's not actually... I'm using medicine, not...
You can do medicine on yourself.
Yeah, but I can only do that on a downtime, not being fired upon.
So Jeremy, you are awake, staring up at Womp and Tarlin and Bolt.
Yes, I didn't use magic, I used drugs.
You do feel a little calmer than you did when you came into the recording studio.
Yeah, okay. So they're not bleeding yet.
And so let's just say that you feel happy about life for no particular reason in general. Maybe he slipped in some happy drugs along the way.
Okay. Yep, that was
Horrific.
okay. Yes. Definitely something got taken. Possibly still alive. I can't even describe what. Give me a bit. And they're just going to try and look around. The simulator has the ability to copy the recording onto portable kit like a recording.
Well, now that you're plugged in, you can do that fairly easily, but you couldn't do it unless you were plugged in.
Yeah, no, that's right. But that's the point being the fact that, yeah, he definitely wants to effectively download the recording onto a chip or a memory. And therefore it can be, if you set it up so I said it can actually try and display it on a screen so others can actually get to see it.
And then we could do the Blade Runner on it.
Without even having to look at it again.
Okay, so it says you've got about 30 minutes until the recording gets downloaded onto your device.
Okay, you don't do roll anything like that, like computer or anything? Okay.
You've got at least 1 rank in it, don't you?
Yep, you've got rank in sysops.
Then that's a simple task. If you don't have any rank, then it could be impossible.
That's a slow connection.
What did you say?
saying that's a slow connection.
Yeah, it's a lot of data.
Okay, we're talking to get the entire sensory data for, well, presumably some period of time, so... While sitting there, are you happy that Declan remember, or unfortunately remember some of the details, like the t-shirt and the name that got mentioned?
Yep. I'm happy for him to remember all that.
Okay. So Declan will be basically trying to explain what he saw or felt during the recording, or during the, while recording type stuff. And including the reference to, what was it, a bar or something with a t-shirt?
Yeah, the grill
bar was
bar.
wearing?
But
That
I'm
is
sure
correct.
we've been to that bar.
Okay, so the name of Burrows is known by Corone. He seems to have been listening into what you're doing.
Yeah.
And he says what he knows of him, he's a... he met Burrows a few times to organise Euphoria's Amber Gel appearance. And gives you an address of the 10th floor of the Soikayo office plaza.
So he's a corp.
And
That's not good.
And Burrows was working for the
Makers of Amber Gel.
competitor company to our, like the competitor company to our original Mr. Johnson, the guy that actually did the Amber Gel, but we wanted to try and avoid being adverse advertised, wasn't it?
That is correct.
And what was the how did Burrows come up? What was the statement that was said by the guy? I'm guessing it's probably all imprinted fairly clearly, like I say, or far too clearly in people's minds at the moment.
Basically, it was Burrows said to take care of you.
Okay. And do I recognise the people that were in there? Like the guy saying that Burrows said take care and hey, stay calm, it's all going to be okay. Ha ha ha.
None of those. You can recognise them if you see them again, but none of them are familiar to you.
Okay. And did do we recognise the name of the bar that was the t-shirt that was being worn?
Garrity's Bar and Grill. You can check that out. It is in Seattle, so it is a Seattle-based place.
Yeah, it's not a place we recognise immediately. Okay.
No, sure we went there once. Because that's an upscaled one, wasn't it? Isn't it?
We've been to lots of bars around town, but yeah.
You have three main leads right now. One being Strice Foods, which is the people who make Amber Gel.
Yeah.
One being Garrity's Bar and Grill, and the other being Burrows' Workplace.
Yeah.
And also we've got that slime thing, so we could probably take that to Trixie to get it analysed.
Now, Euphoria apparently recognised that smell, didn't she?
She did.
Can Declan determine or remember exactly what smell it was she was recognising, or is it a recognisable smell to him?
You're not exactly sure what it was she was recognising,
Okay.
because you hadn't actually smelled that before.
Happy with that.
And they haven't shown you the gunk they found on the floor either.
Okay, happy with that. Because, hey, I don't want to see anything that came from that room, that's fine. Okay, so once the recording finished and Devon's told as much as he can remember, hopefully telling the story might help blur the image in his mind and might help us soften it as opposed to being ingrained in high definition in the back of his eyeball constantly.
Well, there's your waking time and your sleeping time. I'm sure the sleeping time will remember everything clearly.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so no more sleeping for Desmond. He's gonna live on stim and never sleep again.
And plus, you can also contact your various contacts for information.
Yeah.
Because people may know stuff about various things.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're certainly getting information about Gary Bar and Grill and okay, if anyone knows about cars and things like that, certainly contact might be able to help. But yeah, so Gary was not a place that anyone specifically, it's no longer local for anyone in that sort of sense, I can remember. Or from Declan's knowledge of Seattle streets and stuff like that, to see if you know exactly where Gary's in off the top of his head, or?
Looking it up now.
Oh no, I thought we can find out fairly easily if it is in Seattle, so.
It's in downtown Seattle. It's a pub.
Yeah, okay.
That serves a basic line of grilled food and a well-stocked bar.
Okay, well, basically, everyone will be keen to get out of there as soon as he can justifiably say, I can't do anything more here and I can't handle it any longer.
Plus, it's also known as a cop bar, where off-duty policemen go to drink.
Okay.
I'm sure that's not dangerous for any of you. It's not like you're all wanted. Much.
Yeah, so basically Lone Star frequents it.
As would most likely Night Errant.
Oh, I'm on good terms with Night Errant.
They may even call you by name. So what would you like to do?
Right, okay, so unless people are specific things, Desmond is keen to get out of there and get back
Actually,
home.
the names of the
Wasn't there one more room to explore? I mean, I'm happy to explore that while Desmond runs away.
Okay, so I'll
Greenhouse.
Okay, Desmond's got to sit there half an hour doing the copying and the recording, so.
So I'll get to that in a moment. Just want to hear what Ross was saying.
Can we get some of the names of the victims of the Night Errant?
They probably won't release those.
Yep, just wondering if we can get on side with Night Errant with this one or not.
Possibly, but they're not the sort to release the names of the workers. Unless you thought that they were responsible.
No, I don't think they're responsible. I think they might be interested in getting revenge on the murders of the Night Errant guys. Because they were just doing their job.
Was not Eric the same security that was there before?
Yes.
They were the ones that were on the scene before protecting her because she's not using the local police, she's using private security.
Right. Oh, that's right, yeah, because you had the maid and the priest animal coming before protectors, didn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So looking in the greenhouse while Desmond's doing the 30 minutes recording, the place is coldest part of the house due to the big hole in the screen. And you do find the grisly remains of the entrance guard.
Fun.
And it does say grisly remains. Hidden by tropical plants, but Bolt finds it straight away.
Yeah, no Bolt, you're not allowed to have dinner.
He's probably the same as everyone else here, very cybered up and doesn't smell it anyway.
Oh no, none of the guards were very cybered, except for the.
Oh, they weren't?
Except he had the cyber arm, but that was it.
Oh, was he the one with the rifle in his arm?
He was the one that had the rifle in his arm.
Yep.
But that rifle is now missing because it's on the ground next to the door.
Yes, it kind of got slightly ripped off his person.
It did.
And really didn't do much to the thing that attacked him.
It did not. Being shot in the forehead didn't actually take the guy down.
Yeah, I know somebody who can do that. We need Flogger. It's Flogger versus the Abomination.
Okay, so after half an hour, the recording's downloaded, and you can make your leave.
There wasn't anything else interesting in the glass house.
Just the fact that something had broken in through here.
And the guards ended up out here, the dead one.
Yep.
Is Bolt able to get the indication as to how big things broke in?
They were normal-sized human-ish.
Okay.
And by the looks of things, they climbed up the outside wall.
So my first hypothesis is not too far-fetched. It's just a smaller version of the monstrosity we've seen before, by the sounds of it. If it is that.
Yeah. That doesn't feel confident.
No. But still, you know.
Could be worse.
Could be the giant monstrosity.
It could be. Could be a dragon.
Could be a dragon. Wait.
But yeah, so Bolt definitely sees evidence that actually climbed the wall as opposed to flying in or coming down from above.
I believe they climbed the wall. It's rather obvious at the damage going down the side of the building. You think they entered and exited from this point?
So they actually climbed down as well as up, presumably carrying Euphoria.
Yep, it looks like that. With no rappelling gear. So no ropes, no hooks anywhere you can see down the side of the building.
Just brute
Just like
strength.
pure strength.
Yep.
Wow.
And they've put holes in the side of the building where they were climbing.
Any heroic landing print?
What was that?
Any heroic landing print?
No print you can see in the ground down below. Not from 21 stories up.
And Bolt, if when we eventually get outside, wants to sniff around that side of the building.
You think you should be able to?
So you need to be buffed, do you?
No, I think I need to be off for that.
I believe Bolt considers himself buff already.
Enhanced.
I'm sure he'll say he doesn't need those pills either.
Bolt is a one-man army.
So Bolt doing an investigation around the base of the building, or exactly where the wall was and things like that?
That was the plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the marks all lead down into an alleyway, and by the smell of things, there was a vehicle here at some point, and the scents all end where the vehicle was.
Yep. So they've gotten away. Those rascally.
And there's no cameras around this area.
No, most alleyways don't have cameras. Because most people shoot them out.
For us.
Let's go check on my cat.
Oh.
And we hear evidence of a street cat meowing at us. Indignantly. How dare you invade my territory? Meow, meow, meow.
Happy street cat.
That's because they can smell a puppy dog. Yeah.
I think he was just feeling left out. Okay, so you can tell that there was probably 2 to 3 different people at least that made it down with Euphoria, and Euphoria did make it down.
But she's still conscious, correct?
I would say she's unconscious.
Well, no, she blocked out at the end of the recording.
I don't believe Bolt sniffing can determine if Euphoria was conscious when she made it down.
Because we have the magic track.
Oh, sorry, I thought Desmond told us that she passed out.
All I was commenting was Bolt wouldn't be able to tell you if Euphoria was awake or not by the sense.
Oh, by that point, yeah.
I was more on going magic tracking, unless they did the same thing as what we did. But those cuffs are... How rare are those cuffs?
What, those things that can block magic?
Yeah.
Not particularly rare. And building a box to put someone in to hide them, also not particularly rare. Otherwise, you'd never be able to hide after you do something nasty.
I mean, how else would this motley band of people be able to kidnap her? I mean,
a week.
You would have expected a mage to have tracked her down already if it was possible.
Well, that would rely on Perone having wanted more people to know that he was actually missing.
Well, I'm sure he has
He caught up with the fact that he thought we were involved, and therefore it was minimal increase in exposure.
And he most likely already had a corporate mage available who wasn't able to determine anything. He wouldn't go outside the corporation unless absolutely necessary.
So all the spirits we saw in the last session were unusual because they were running out of options.
It was unusual because most likely there was a lot of public interest as well. So you had corporate and private citizens sending spirits into the area.
Plus there would have been a reward if somebody else found her.
Mm-hmm.
So let me guess, the cover story is that she's feeling unwell?
There's no cover story. It's too early.
Oh, but I mean,
When
is her next appearance?
Her next in-person appearance is on the Saturday, but she's still streaming as if she's in her apartment.
Yeah. So we've got until Saturday.
Yes.
Ooh, fun.
Okay, so did any of you have any contacts you wanted to chase up and ask about the various people you have heard about?
Well, currently Desmond's basically doing a search and talking to people about finding more about this charity bar and grill. And he doesn't really have any contacts that would be appropriate to try and go down Burrows pathway. At least nobody wants to call on right now. So yeah, so he's taking charity bar and grill. I don't know what other contacts.
if Talon has any, like, reasonable, trustworthy contacts?
Carl doesn't need to have trustworthy contact. He's got people he knows and that want to know her, or at least hang out with her for a while.
Yeah. I don't know if Talon's any help in this regard.
I mean, I think Bolt's main contact is Trixie. So you could probably ask about,
that green, that goop thing.
Adam is drinking right now? Oh no. That is with
Sophie.
with Sophie, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. You can take the group to Trixie, would possibly be worthwhile.
Yeah, I could do that.
See if it is trackable.
Or at least find out what it is, because from the description from Poppy, it sounds really, really gross.
Well, with a medical point of view, I could speak to Ebenezer. Might be able to have a look at the stuff.
Okay. So, who do you want to take it to?
We'll take it to Trixie first.
Okay. Okay, you spend a couple of hours heading back into the Barrens. You're able to take some of it with you, not all of it, because they're going to be doing some investigation on the product as well.
Okay, cool.
Because, hey, they can...
Yes.
They're not fully relying on you to solve the problem.
Yeah, attacking from multiple angles is the best option. So, Knights Errant are probably also doing their own investigations as well.
They will be. Robert Corrins basically says you're the only runners he's hired.
So, if any information, we can pass it to you, so you can pass it on to Knights Errant if need be.
Well, you are supposed to report in every 8 hours, he says.
Oh,
Still.
okay, I wasn't advised of that.
That's okay, that was told to Desrin.
Cool. Hear that, Desrin?
Mm-hmm.
You have to contact them every 8 hours on what the status
Yeah. Eventually, the first contact of 8 hours will be probably after Desmond's tried to have about 16 hours of sleep. But hey, because that won't work, he'll be able to contact the 8 hour mark, no problem. You won't be sleeping probably.
Not quickly. Okay. Getting to Trixie. From Trixie's perspective, the goop you find is magical in nature and seems to have astral ants all over it.
Astral ants?
Yes. If you look at
Sorry,
it,
ants as in like the
bug ant.
animal ant? Yeah.
And if you look at it astrally, the ants can affect you.
Oh, just as well I can't look in astral at the moment.
But you wouldn't want to ingest it if you're magical.
Oh, getting eaten from the inside.
Or it's incubating inside you.
Ugh, that's even more gross.
Okay. Can I make a forbidden knowledge on that?
Sure.
That's 3 yellow.
3 yellow. Okay. With all your knowledge, you get yourself an advantage. This is freaky.
Yeah.
Also, considering it hasn't made an appearance yet in any of the literature you've read, outside your level of understanding.
Yeah, I was thinking of more of a spiritual parasite.
That again, also not known yet. Possession is the closest that people
That's what I'm
have,
going.
but it doesn't sound like possession.
Okay.
Possession then normally requires a specific spirit to share your conscious space. This is talking about something that grows inside you. And technically, you're sharing its space.
Okay.
Which is not creepy at all.
Which means
right?
if you actually do succeed in a getting rid of the possessee, you'll get rid of the person, not the creature.
So what we're thinking of is a spiritual version of a xenomorph.
That's what you feel like. Not sure how much of the person is retained after it has grown inside them.
I'm sure there's, if you're going down a spiritual side, I'm sure there's demons that do the same thing.
It is, well, demons don't grow inside people.
Yeah.
Infected retain the personality of the person generally twisted by the infection.
Yeah. Basically, they just get corrupted even more. They're still that, but they're just corrupted so much that they're so deranged.
But they still have all the memories and beliefs, even if twisted, of the person beforehand. There's no guarantee that whatever grows inside a person with this will retain anything.
Okay. So this is scary.
It is quite scary.
I think multiple people need to know about it.
Yes, but you tell people without proof, you start a panic. You tell people...
No, meant specialty people first.
Yes, most people will commit you by telling them. Because you'd have to be crazy to believe that crap.
It's quite easy. Stick it on TikTok. The amount of crap that they put on that, there's eventually. Nah. No, I meant talking about some other organisations having a look at it as well.
Most people will want to quieten you if you tell them.
Well, I think Night Siren's... Yeah, Night Siren's got a magical department. I know that.
They do. And they wouldn't want the people talking about it.
I know.
So yes, you're down in the street, you're heading back to the Barrens. You've met with Trixie, and she said that it is what amounts to a spiritual embryo.
Okay. Is it still active?
Yes.
Is there any sign of decay in it? So can it? We're trying to work out how long it can last being outside the host or whatever it was.
She's not sure. She's only just looking at it now. It may take a while to determine that.
You don't want to get this stuff on you. Great.
You're not sure what's worse, getting it on you or in you?
It's probably both. Well, in you will be worse, but I'm just saying on you, it could probably bore through you.
Oh, that's terrible. Be real.
Well, Poppy had registered that it had bit her hand.
We need to get in touch with Poppy and get Trixie to
Yeah,
look.
she would have been smart.
And have Trixie have a look at her, because unfortunately I can't due to the fact of my curse.
Well, Poppy's already infected. She's infected with a floral infestation.
Yes, but
Probably immune to the effect of the body colour.
true. Hopefully that's true. That'd be interesting if that is.
Or she'll be a triple threat.
Well, it also proves that plants have spirits too.
Well, she talks at her plant, so who knows exactly what it can do.
Well, it's still my opinion that she's a dryad.
Okay, so what do you wish to do now? You could do some legwork, you could rush to a building, or you could rush to a bar.
Okay, Jason currently aiming to try and find out more about Charity Bar and Grill.
Desrin?
The
Can I message Desrin that he can about the?
Well, Desmond most likely came with you too.
Okay, yep. So Desrin, can you give an update about the amber gel? So you can also pass it on to knight errants to be careful.
Okay, you can pass on the intel, but David did not go to Trixie's.
You didn't?
So, no,
Yes.
no, because David doesn't especially feel comfortable at Trixie's, and
Yeah.
it was a perfect opportunity to
Okay. Well, I'm
pretend to
call
relax
Desrin.
and try and cover, but in fact, if he couldn't do that, he would have been doing effectively some matrix legwork on trying to find out more about Charity Bar and Grill, and also anything available on Burrows on the systems. So,
Well, in that case, I'll message Desrin about the amber grill and give them the heads up to the Knight Sarah to actually have a look at it as in magical form.
Okay, so Desrin gets the Nightmare Fuel message.
what would be the point of trying to tell Knight around about and Miguel?
Because they've got a sample of it and told them to be careful about it and basically what it is. And have the magical department look at it.
Yeah. And why wouldn't want, as the expert and understanding what you have what you do, pass on the information?
Because it's bigger than us.
Yeah. Okay. Why go through Desmond specifically?
Because you've got the contacts to the guy who's hired us. And he's
You don't want to tell Knight around. You want to tell.
I want to tell the guy who's hired us also to send the information to Knights Errant
Yeah.
on what we found.
Yeah. But my question would be, are you wanting to get to Knight Errant, or are you wanting to get to Robert Carone? Because when you get to Robert Carone, does not necessarily give it to Knight Errant. Like I say,
I'm just. Yeah, well, it's also giving him an update, and he'll.
certainly Decker will include in his 8-hour report, but yeah, there's something hinky about Amber Gel. Yeah. But it's not like Decker understands what you're trying to say with what's wrong with it.
The only other way is trying to get in touch with the guy that got me the job with them originally with the spiritual heist thing.
Which one though?
The one where I found out I was brilliant against spirits when I decimated him on when I did a cocoon on it. When I worked for them.
I can't remember exactly details of that one. You'll have to remind me.
I was there for security for some strange reason. And a spirit attacked.
Then you're lucky. I can't remember how far back that was.
Oh, it was like they're like 6 episodes in or something like that.
It's not any bells for me at all.
So he's talking about session number 6 when we're currently at about session number 75. So.
Yeah, it's when I actually got some friends in Knight Errant, but I haven't actually spoken to them for a long time.
Well, I was going to say, apparently their contact you haven't maintained.
Mm-hmm.
So, does that actually seep through glass?
What was that?
The ants.
Yeah.
If you put it in a glass container, do they seep through it?
You don't know. You haven't tried it.
No, I'm just asking Trixie about that because I can't see
And
them.
the ants aren't really there, remember?
She doesn't have any glass containers handy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to how you would actually contain it without getting infected.
She's not sure, but she can burn them.
I could. Well, no, I can't burn them because I can't see the bastards.
Says, do you wish to keep the sample?
The problem is we need to keep the sample to show that they actually exist. If we burn them, they cease to exist. If we can't contain them, then we actually will have to burn them because we don't want it to spread. Because that will actually that will attack anything that has a psychic,
Now, but remember,
magical, or is it just
as a
spiritual?
player, with Declan certainly not being involved in this at all, didn't we already have someone who actually looked at the amber shell and noticed the ants crawling all over stuff?
That was Poppy.
That's Poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
that got
she
described-
didn't know what they were, though.
No, but that got described in the party, I believe.
It did.
So, what you're seeing is, presumably, the astral aura that this stuff produces is a common amber gel everywhere.
The
So,
thing is, we don't know if that's Amgel given specifically to Euphoria.
You can
Because
buy
we
it in
have-
the
we have a-
store if you wish to compare.
Sorry, Mom, I missed that
Well, it's
bit.
already been released.
You
has it?
can buy it in a store if you wish to compare. It was
Yeah.
released over the weekend.
Okay, I think that will probably be. Try to. Yeah, actually, definitely yes.
it's available for public consumption.
Then, yeah, we should probably look into it.
Because
Then.
if that's infested by ants,
Desrin does a quick look up online. Apparently, it has a supply issue at the moment, so looks like it's mostly sold out across Seattle.
what do you mean our Stuffer Shack doesn't have it?
Well, they normally don't get expensive items in, and they're at the end of the food chain, so they get the leftovers.
Can I spend a Destiny point that they've actually got some?
Okay. You spend a Destiny point, and the Stuffer Shack has one remaining canister.
Yep. Desrin, buy it.
You do realise that you probably didn't need to spend a destiny point of that, because Declan's pretty adept at getting hold of hard to get items if you need to.
Yeah,
Doesn't hurt though.
but this one doesn't that mean you don't have to put the footwork for it?
So yes,
Okay.
Desrin does have his own amber gel now.
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that.
Well, the fact that he's cybered up should probably make him a little bit more resilient.
What was that?
You've got cybernetics, so you've probably got some more resilient against it.
If you say so.
Unless
But that's all right, because Declan's not touching it.
yeah, I know you're not touching it.
You want the stuff? You can stuff.
So you hand it to Womp, or you get Womp to pick it up.
No, or you got this case that looks like it's got a heart in it.
No,
It is
it's It's probably just a can of, like, energy drink type stuff.
Yeah, I think of it more like a lotion canister. So squat round with round lid.
Yeah. But obviously, there's nothing special about the container.
And so yes, the the container has been handed to Womp.
What, the
Amber gel container.
not in a carry bag or something?
Well, Desrin seemed perfectly fine carrying it.
You wanted to go.
Put it in the sack. Yeah, I opened the sack up that I've got. Here, put it in that.
You wanted to go. You wanted to go down and talk to Jackson, and he found one in the back room, and
Yeah, so you didn't put it in your stuffer shack bag?
no, it wasn't officially bought in any way, shape, or form.
Well, in that case, I'll get my silk sack. Just put it in that.
Apparently, he wants to sack the gel.
Yeah.
They're definitely put it on the table for you. So well, there you go.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll use the sack to scoop it up,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to Trixie's for see if it has the ants on it.
So, do you Desrin take it to Trixie's, or just wait for Womp to pick it up from Desrin Tower?
No, presumably, Womp and Terry came back from Trixie's and said, "Oh, we're going to try and get hold of Amber Gel." Desmond made some calls, confirmed with Jason, and went downstairs, and we found one in the back room, in the back door or something, and they brought it up and said, "He's just alive. He's possibly alive in Seattle. Go for it."
So I have to go to the stuffer shack to get it. By the sound of things.
Okay, so yes,
No, Desmond brings it back up to the tower for you.
We're not at the tower.
well, you had to pick it up from Desrin's tower.
Oh, Desmond's tower. Yeah. Which
You
is
have to
where
go
the
there.
stuffer. Where the stuffer shack
The
is.
stuffer shack is at the base of Desmond's tower.
You could have got it from the stuffer shack, but Desrin got it for you.
Okay. While I go past, I'll pick up a stuffer shack bag and get Desrin to put it in the plastic bag, so it's easy to carry. To make it in his point of view.
So yes, you have the amber gel.
Yep.
In a stolen bag.
When I meant take, it would be either buy or put it on Desmond's tab.
Well, I don't understand what you're aiming for here.
I don't want to touch the bloody thing.
Desmond had to go downstairs in the tower to get to the stuffer shack to get the gel. He then brought it back upstairs and gave it to you, then chucked it on the table and said, "What the hell do you want this for?" But there's probably the last one available, so enjoy.
So yes, he's given it to you in his suite upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're being your image has been sent back to as technology again.
Hi, Dad, and the oh, that's right, and his boss, the dragon lady.
And Dick will go back to trying to do his research on Garrity and Barrows.
Okay, so we will look into that research now. Because the amber gel will come back in a moment.
Yeah.
As they've got to take it somewhere.
Yeah, well, the other thing is I don't want to tell Desmond what's happening with it due to the fact that if as technology finds out, they'll probably want to weaponize it.
Okay, so Jeremy, you having Hollow do any of this stuff for you, considering she's in the tower?
Well, okay, Dick was mainly kind of just do public search type of information just to find out, okay, where is Garrity and what do we know about Barrows, so...
What is your
and initial guide will just be, hey, what's available quickly, so that goes into 1 yellow and 2 green on computer kickoff. Okay. He doesn't want to hand it over to Holly yet. He's not going to keep his mind off other stuff.
So you don't want to do the Blade Runner scene? So enhance, left a bit, enhance.
Okay, so you have trouble finding anything on Burrows on the public.
Okay.
You don't have enough information to figure out who was referred to.
Okay.
You get thousands of burrows popping up, including
We knew
suburbs.
we knew connected with the Scotch Foods and Miguel, didn't we?
You did, but your result of 4 net failures means that you didn't make the search closely coupled enough.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Happy with that.
Yeah.
And what about Gary's?
Apparently, there's not a lot on the public net about them either. As looking through your systems, you think your link to the rest of Seattle may be on the fritz.
Right. Okay.
Maybe there's too many other people trying to use the internet at the same time.
Sure, there's the public internet for the bar, and hopefully not the guy to be completely. I like to be off the grid, but okay, yeah. If it's case of a problem connection at the moment, happy with that.
Yeah, you believe it's a problem connection because occasionally you can't get anything in the Barrens, especially after someone went and announced to the public that Euphoria was there.
Yeah.
So
that's right then.
yeah. So you have to renew your subscription to Starlink.
In which case then, Declan will, talk to Hollow and say, hey, are you doing anything in the future at the moment, particularly overloaded for the null? So, but while you're there, can you have a look for Burrows and or Gary's, and he'll give you a bunch of information he knows about it.
So, will Hollow be up for any of that?
Oh yeah, she was probably just like tooling around on the net because she hasn't had much to do.
So that's the reason why you couldn't get in, because she's using up the entire bandwidth.
Oh God, yeah. Hollow's got 17,000 agents logging working out notifications.
She'd probably like trying out some new code or.
Okay, so apparently things were looking well for Hollow, considering I rolled a bunch of dice without a single failure on it.
Ooh, cool.
Nice.
And I managed to get 6 successes on 4 dice with a advantage. So
Anyone think Hollow is better at computing than Declan?
okay, so what you get is Vincent Burrows. He's the Strife Foods executive in charge of Amber Gel. And up until he got his hands on Amber Gel, he was an unknown in the corporate world. Basically, he hadn't done anything of importance to actually be labelled with his name. He is listed as complete incompetent. Perhaps Strife Foods made a good decision when they let him start the Amber Gel project, but promoting him to an executive position was a big mistake. He can't handle the responsibility. And a little extra digging, you find out he is a figurehead. The guy really in charge of Amber Gel is some real nutcase. Nobody knows anything about him. The board of directors probably don't even know about this guy. That's how good the info is. I think Burrows took credit for the project, but now Burrows is getting flack for the mistakes, whether they're his or this other guy's. So that's the information you managed to get on Vincent Burrows.
But nothing about exactly who this other guy is.
Nothing about who this other guy is, because
Okay.
the other guy has kept his name off everything.
Yep, okay.
As you would.
But we know there's another guy.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, certainly good to know that.
And you do the hunt for the bar.
that looks like a pretty good roll.
Well, some days I actually roll well for people, so who would think? Okay, so that is 6, 8, 9 successes and 2 threat.
It took a little bit of digging and a little bit of strain, but they got it.
Okay, so Hollow manages to get you a lot of details about that place. It's basically the place where pretenders want to go who think they've got street cred.
So us.
Oh, you've grown up on the street. This is people who grow up in society who want to pretend they have street cred.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
It's like rich boys pretending to be bad boys kind of thing.
And from what you thought of it being a cop hangout, it's actually a corp hangout, where corporates go to pretend to be street scum without actually having any danger.
Shadows.
And the shirt that the guy had is the uniform of the waiters and waitresses.
Okay.
The main bar owner and barman is known as Bill Garrity.
Mm-hmm.
And he normally has a troll bouncer on duty at night.
It's certainly something that Des will do while he can't actually, since he didn't get far with the legwork on the computer. He will at least download off the recording of the consent thing an image, or like basically provide images of all the people that were in the consents, so we know who we're looking for in Garrity, and whoever this person was standing at the front was.
Yep, you do manage to get a screen shot of it you can show people.
Yeah. And then, after doing that, we'll probably have another shift drink to try and get rid of memories again.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work very well, but hey, the burning sensation does let you know that you're alive.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so then after that, the Denver's next step will be aiming to get down to have a look at this Garrity. Probably, yeah. I'm assuming probably an evening thing rather than early mid-afternoon.
It's not open till the troll's on the door, and it's also got a dance floor with a cred stick operated sim machine and arcade games. So you can go there to play old crappy games that no one else wants to play anymore. But it may be new to Redmond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you head out to Garrity's Bar and Grill, I'm assuming then?
That's David's plan. Happy to have others come along. Unless there are other plans that they're going to get to.
What is everyone else doing?
Well, I was heading back to Trixie.
You're heading back to Trixie's? Yep.
Yeah, this is, David's going to the bar in the later evening. So.
Okay. So, while Desmond's got his information and sorting out stuff, you make it to Trixie's with the amber gel.
Yep.
Trixie asks for a volunteer to open it.
Oh, Bolt will be brave enough.
Okay.
Or probably dumb enough.
No, on the plus side, your totem probably can beat the crap out of the ants if you do get infected. I, on the other hand, I can't see it, so I can't actually do anything to myself with it.
I asked Trixie if I should be looking astrally?
She suggests not, which
No.
is why she was going to look astrally as you
Yep.
opened it.
Right, okay.
She was assuming that if you're not looking astrally, you can't feel it.
Yeah.
Mm.
What you can't see can't hurt you.
Yeah, fair enough. That's why I thought I'd ask. Because, you gotta cover all your bases, right?
Though if it was probably safest to have Talon do the opening because she's not magical.
Oh, is she at Trixie's?
Did Talon follow the others to Trixie's?
Or did she get bored and wander off?
Yeah, she followed the others to Trixie's. Was tempted to get bored, but it's trying to be a team.
Oh, no, that's it. She's not bored watching Jason play on the computer.
Well, two-finger typing does really take its time. Okay, so Trixie does confirm that whatever's in the amber gel seems to match the goo you found, except it seems to be in a higher concentration in amber gel.
What, more ants?
Yes. More active.
Is it because it's fresh?
Whatever's mixed in with it is a concentrated form of whatever the goop is you found.
Ugh.
So in layman's terms, the goop is safer than
The amber gel, yes.
But we're presuming that the goop is like either old amber gel or
It's not even the same color.
Pardon?
The goop is not even the same color as the amber gel.
So what I would probably assume, as this is the original form type thing, and they've concentrated it.
That's what you think, yes. You've got the natural and the refined product.
Yeah.
Okay.
And from Trixie's perspective, the jar is a can of infinite ants.
Ugh.
Well,
Infinite ants. I love that.
well, all I can say is burn it.
Will it be fire?
Well, the problem is, since I can't see it, I can't kill it. So,
Okay, so Trixie does bring some flame into it and burns up all the substance. And Tylan yet again manages to miss out trying some.
No!
Talon, the problem is, if you eat that, we have to burn you as well.
It sounds like a weak pie.
But both did smell the similarity between the amber gel and the sample you collected. They smell fairly similar. Not the same, but very similar. Then you get a call from Desrin about the asking who wants to join him going to the pub.
Yep. I agree. I'll run out the bar here.
Alan would like to go to the pub.
Yeah, basically it's equivalent of nobles slumming it.
Pretty much.
I just got a worrying thought. This is like a embryo thing. What happens if some of the superheroes eat that stuff?
Well, I'm sure you might get some super interesting effects.
Right. You have to remember, the wild this was apparently like, there was presumably a big launch of the place stuff over the weekend. So there's lots of stuff out there, or people have eaten a lot of stuff, or drunk a lot of stuff.
And magically active people are fairly rare. except for in the party.
Yeah.
It's normally about 1 in 5 to 1 in 10 is magically active if you're lucky.
Still, that is a lot of people.
And most reports say 1 in 100. Because even if you are have the magic potential, you may not activate it.
Yeah. But I've got a sneaking suspicion this may actually activate it. Just only need the potential. Oh, so this would basically be feeding off your magic potential.
Or your magic actuality. Or magic may actually invigorate it. So it might affect everyone equally, except for when you are interacting with it with magic. Okay, so you managed to make it to the bar just before sunset. You have no problem getting in because, hey, none of you would be silly enough to carry guns into the downtown.
No.
Who needs a gun when you got teeth?
Who needs a gun when you got bolt?
Flogger
I just need to practice throw bolt.
has literally done that.
No. Flogger's better at that than I am.
You
And
can give it a red or go.
the bouncer does look quite intimidating in his full suit and brass knuckles.
Is he also wearing one of the t-shirts?
He's not wearing one of the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Basically, he has that security guard look to him that says he's here to make someone regret poor decisions.
Okay. Basically, he's dressed like Desmond keeps trying to get Flogger to dress.
He is, yes.
Yeah.
You may take photos with him and send them to Flogger later, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but we'll go in there and I guess find a table or whatever, or
Okay,
how
yes.
busy is it right now?
Not very busy because they've just opened. Best time to get the staff before they're caught by the
Before they get busy, yeah, happy with that?
You have 3 waitresses and a waiter and the barman on duty.
Who's come to the pub? Everybody?
Well, most people, I believe, heard the I'm going to a pub for a drink, and I think everyone said that sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, Bolt's even in his, human form to blend in.
I just forgot about
Oh.
that.
What's that?
I can get rid of the ants, no problem. I just have to hit them and it kills them. I forgot that I've got Wraithbane.
Mm.
Okay. We'll go up and get around a drink then and get down for a bit and try and
Okay, so you've got some really nice craft beers that sound edgy, but are probably just relabeled beers.
I guess, after we've been there, basically, the next time the waitress is coming around looking to see what more drinks type stuff, we'll, Desmond will ask her about, how many staff work here and what the job's like, how's it going, blah, 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 bit of small talk, and then do you recognise this guy?
Okay, so the waitress introduces herself as Wendy, and she'll be your server for today with a perky smile, not as good as Tarlin's, but trying to do the my chest is bigger impression.
And failing miserably.
Doesn't say she doesn't try to get the attention of the guys at the table.
Yeah.
Because hey, most waitresses make their money through tips.
Yeah.
Okay. Desmond is happy to apparently lavish attention on her, and he's certainly happy to tip heavily.
Okay, so she does identify the guy as Van Wills.
And Will?
Wills, as in W-I-L-L, apparently I-S. I forgot an extra I. So Willis.
Well, okay, yeah.
Just
okay, so yeah. So has he been around much working recently?
She has not seen him for over a month.
Did he normally disappear, or?
Well, she knew him pretty well because they had the same shift. He was a nice kid, though a little on the slow side. He wouldn't get a gold medal in the Mental Olympics, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he disappeared.
Desmond had a slight look over toward Bolt and said, he wouldn't come last.
Anyway, he disappeared about a month ago. I think Garrity knows more than he'll admit, but I don't blame him for not talking. There's been a lot of talk on the street about some cult that's been kidnapping street people. And I think the same people got Willis. At first I thought it was a hoax, like that Barger scare last year. But then I saw Willis about 2 weeks ago. It was late, and the street lights were out on the street, but I recognized him from a distance. When I started towards him and called his name, he just looked at me and ran away. I got a better look at him, though, and he has changed. I'm not sure it was him, but with something like scars all over his face. I got scared and ran away myself. I'm not exactly sure where she saw him, but she's sort of been drinking that night. But seems to be in front of a shop named Magic Crafts, is all that she remembers.
Magic Crafts.
Mm.
Deborah will have a look over at the Magic Crafts and say whether or not they recognise that name as a shop or anything.
Name sounds familiar.
So okay, I just got to go down to the legwork section to see how much people know. Come on, where are we? We're here. There we are. Yes. Wampa does remember Magic Crafts. It was one of the first places he was buying stuff before they closed.
What was the reason they closed?
He never found out.
Bug infestation.
They started dealing in shady shit.
I know where it is.
And it's actually one of the Redmond magic shops that closed down.
Even better.
And you remember it was right next to James Lake, and it's called Magic Crafts. It was run by a guy named Craft.
Oh, okay.
So Magic Craft.
Mm.
And you do remember he had posters of Euphoria all up around the shop.
Okay, so Euphoria fan. Well,
Completely slipped your memory until that point.
And so Womp talking about this basically presumably after races have gone away again and talking about the table, is that the thought?
That is correct.
Definitely will pull off the shot again as the guy that was talking to Euphoria and say, hey, if this man Willis was with him, with somebody, and they'd like to thinking about this Mr. Kraft, to suppose $1 million for it?
It reminds you of him, but doesn't look like you remember him.
It's a possibility.
Because it's also not a very clear picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the one. It was actually the leader of the group, as he's pointing out.
It was the one who was apparently the leader of the group of people that beat Euphoria.
That is correct, yes.
I'd probably say it's a good chance it could be him because of the remembering that he is a fanatic with Euphoria. So, and he did state, we didn't hear the audio, have we?
You could have had it played back by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he
Yeah,
said my queen. So, yeah, there is a possibility it could be him.
But you're saying that the place was closed down?
Yeah, the place closed down for some no apparent reason, just that closed indefinitely.
How long ago?
Well, how long was it?
You think it closed down over a year ago?
Over a year ago.
You heard he'd gone south to South America to build a farm in the jungle.
Okay.
You don't know why or what farm or what he was farming.
For me, that sounds like a stupid reason, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, now,
Isn't it like big monster things in the Amazon jungle and that?
There are big monster things everywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, I passed out.
That's okay.
Wendy suggested that Garrity might know more.
She says Garrity might know more, but he's unlikely to talk about it because he is afraid.
Okay. And Garrity behind the bar, is he?
He's the barman, yes.
I think that's our elf's cue to chat the barman up.
The waitress doesn't even think that would work.
I'm thinking Talia, Talon, with some support from Declan, might be able to find them all. Could be kind of dry.
Well, he doesn't want to get involved with anything relating to cults that abduct people, so unlikely to chat, she says.
Unless we want to stop the cults.
Okay. Possibly he'll get infatuated by Talon and be willing to overcome his fear a bit more. I know she helped overcome my fear when I just held her hand.
You can try. I was just playing the waitress as very
protective.
And I more than understanding his perspective. I know this. He doesn't know anything, or he can't get his move right to, but I think it's definitely worth giving it a try.
And also that she's now a bit worried that she's told you that he do stuff.
Okay. Okay. Declan was not asking Wendy whether he or that Gary thought. I thought, yeah. So or is that beyond confirming that Gary might know more? But yeah, it's the sort of thing of, hey, well, we'll just ask him, and she says, I don't think he'll talk. Oh, well, hey, it's all right. We can ask. We won't mention your name. That's all right.
So these abductions, where are they mostly happening?
The streets.
Yeah.
That's what rumors say.
Nothing around here, or is it elsewhere?
She doesn't know. She's not witnessed an abduction.
She's just heard of it.
Yeah.
And she assumes.
Yeah. So Declan will actually. Declan will private to Talon and say, hey, if we get stuck in the back room for a bit,
I think you got the right idea with that.
5-10 minutes and look at the shovel, but then stop by the bar on the way back, eat back through. Hey, he might not necessarily get any thought that we were talking to anybody else at that moment in time, and hey, we're just asking some random questions as if about this. Go to the photo and say, hey, looking to this guy that used to work here apparently.
And I'm sure that's just an excuse to get Talon in the back room again.
Mm-hmm.
They had nothing to do with that at all, I'm sure.
Need an excuse. That's an invitation.
So, yeah, but okay, the main point is that it definitely doesn't, hopefully Garrett won't necessarily connect the fact that we're talking with Wendy directly to our questionings.
Well, being the fact that you're distracted for half an hour.
For half an hour or more, well, hey, Deadwood's happy to put it in hard yards.
No, yeah. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to. They've got any lager?
They do.
Okay.
Of course, you don't recognise the brand, but hey.
I'll probably recognise it as soon as I taste it.
Yeah. Of course, it's charged at higher what it would normally be charged because they relabeled it. And what was Talon saying?
Well, I mean, is there any value in us then playing that? Going to the bar and asking those questions? Or have you, as the games master, actually just basically given us the answer already?
That was the opinion of the waitress.
That was the opinion of the waitress, which is going... I'm just keeping the waitress busy by ordering something. And while you two go into the, looks like the cupboard and be frisky for a moment, then come back out again and speak to the barman.
A long moment. You managed to get through 3 whole craft beers before they make it out.
Deadwood's happy to extend the moment for as long as he can.
30 seconds later.
Alright, yeah. I think we should question the barman. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, okay. So we're going to go to the barman and be talking about the fact that, oh, yeah, hey, go in the picture and basically technically starting the whole thing from scratch, so it doesn't look like we've had any information from Wendy previously, asking, hey, look, we're looking at this guy, have you seen anything, he'd like to be back on duty.
He says, oh yeah, that's Van Willis. He used to work for him and disappeared about a month ago. Would you like something with your drink?
I think at this point Tala needs to just flutter her eyelashes in the most extreme way possible and say, oh my gosh, she used to work here? That's amazing. Did you work a lot of shifts with him?
Okay, so your charm is quite high.
Charm is ridiculous.
Well, should be. She is
A charm monster.
very much so.
What's charm square when it's not a square?
The scary thing is Poppy can go even higher because Poppy's got magic, which cheats.
That was it, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Can Desmond use his grease palm talent to enhance Talon's stuff?
He can, though. Talon does have bonuses that she can do.
Yeah. Let's use it.
Desmond's happy to hand out 100% to 2 upgrades for her charm if she's allowed to.
Okay, so do that means she's up to 6 yellow dice without actually spending any points. And she's downgraded the check twice. Then there is... Got Kill with Kindness, Natural Charmer. So she can re-roll any of the dice that she wants from the check.
Yeah, as long as it's not a despair.
And any triumph can be used as 3 extra successes.
Cool.
Ooh.
And apparently there was one triumph in there. Okay, so you are extremely charming. He definitely throws the drinks in on him. Getting you some of the top shelf drinks instead of the stuff he was going to serve you.
Right.
Completely charmed by you because, hey, you are extremely charming.
Yep.
And you managed to get out of him something the waitress didn't think you would be able to. That a month ago, while out back emptying trash in a dumpster, he witnessed Willis being dragged through a manhole into the sewers. But he didn't want to tell anyone about it because he's heard rumours about a recent spate of disappearances in the area. And he figured some ballsap who waited tables at his pub wasn't worth getting on the bad side of a fanatic cult.
Totally.
So he hasn't said anything to anyone. But hey, he doesn't even realise he's told you that because, hey, pretty elf girl eyes.
Did he actually see the kidnappers?
And he completely ignores absolutely anything Desrin's saying because he's so enwrapped with Talon.
Talon asks him if he saw who the kidnappers were.
He has no idea. He just saw the guy being dragged into the manhole.
Okay. Did he say where the manhole was?
Yes, in the back of the pub.
The back of the bar?
Yeah. So if you look out in the street where the dumpster is, there's a manhole in the road nearby.
Yeah.
Talon would like to then ask him what time he gets off work.
Well, as he runs the place, he's here until probably close to 5 a.m. when most of the people get kicked out.
And then he looks at his watch. Oh, look, it's time.
Does he ever see any like repetitive shady characters coming around the same time that these disappearances happen?
Hey, he says everyone who comes here is shady. Except for you, of course.
Right, miss. Of course. Not even trying at this point. Just blindly giggling. Begging for information.
And he's doing that whole play with his hair thing while looking in your eyes.
Yeah, great.
Hey, you give it some time. I'm sure you'll have a complete pile of fans following you around.
I mean, undoubtedly.
At least until they get sold for body parts.
Yeah. Poor things.
Hey, your business partners generally do find those who follow you around too much.
Wait, what did you say?
Your business partners make sure you have no long-term fans.
Oh gosh. Oh, kind of dire.
Well, you get paid for every fan they take.
Oh. Good for me.
Every fan you take.
Every dollar I make.
Every song you sing.
Okay, well,
I had to emulate Josh a little bit.
I'm sure everything we can out of Gary's bar.
Though he's more than happy to talk complete nonsense as long as Talon stays at the bar with him.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Like, I'm happy that we talk a bit longer and go through, but okay. I'd suggest that, after a couple of drinks at the bar, we might move on and possibly have a quick look out back just to see if there's any evidence left around the manhole cover.
Well,
I think unlikely a few weeks later, but...
Well, four
Yeah.
weeks later means
Well,
unlikely to
yeah.
have had anything left behind.
And you can't follow them due to the fact that I'm not going to fit down the bloody manhole cover.
Yeah, no, okay. Like, it's the aspect of, hey, we'll have a look around, Bob can have a sniff around, make sure there's nothing to find. Except not expecting it, but don't hurt to look.
Do you know how big
Um,
some of the New York man covers are?
Yeah, I'll probably be going through the stormwater drain.
Okay, so having a look around the manhole, it doesn't look any different from any other manhole you've seen.
Yeah. Okay. Look around the area and things like that. Hey, they might have been to leave behind his name tag or something or other, or big speakers, but the
You do notice that there are no cameras in this alleyway either.
okay.
How would they be?
And Bob, if anything of interest, do we find anything of interest?
You do see where there was a mount for a camera for the back of the bar,
Mm-hmm.
but you have a feeling that's been gone for years.
Yeah.
If anything was here, it's long gone.
Yeah. So, well, I'm thinking that
We don't have the
we can go back by craft, make it craft. Hey, we've moved in the Barrens and it's on the way home, really.
Yeah, we will pick up the stuff and then go to the magic shop, their magic craft, because we can pick up guns and other things.
Well, hey, once you're back in the Barrens, you want to have your weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, so by the time you make it out to Magic Crafts, it's just after midnight.
Midnight. One more night without sleeping.
Hey,
Have
that's
you-
what they're working on. He's having this time. Hey, it means he's not going to bed.
Desmond, do you need to call in?
Look, every 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's been maybe 12.
You haven't called in
Oh, well,
previously? That's
Yeah, I
all.
believe
We've
he called.
already given him one update. So,
He called in about the amber gel because that was
Yeah,
what was
right.
suggested. Okay, so as you're getting closer to the building, you can see a vague shape of someone standing in the shadow of the doorway as you're in sight of the building.
sorry, what was that?
We can see somebody standing in the side.
You can see someone standing in the shadow of the doorway.
But the place is definitely closed and looks like it's been closed for a long time.
It looks like it has recently been renovated. Well, you haven't been out
Is
there
it still
since then.
saying naked crafts on top, or?
It does.
Yeah. So,
So, did you want to sneak up and have a peep in since you're the stealthy of us at the moment?
well, people were thinking he doesn't actually want to go first line of anything like that. He's thinking, hang on, where's my sniper rifle? I'll put my Overwatch cover.
Well, we can come back during the day and I can just wander up and see, oh, you're very
Is there a back door to the place?
There is a back door to the place, yes.
Like Desmond asking what on the idea that what you about it. If he knows the back door, great. If he doesn't, then we have a look at this.
Though you do have a bolt with you who can astrally sense the space.
Well,
Yeah. That's
I
up
was
to the
thinking of
fault to
that,
think
but
about.
that
It's not something that
I'll
Desmond
do it
does.
stealthily,
Yeah.
because I thought it's actually bloody obvious if you do astral.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can turn into like my dog form and like stealth in and get a close look at this.
Yeah, but you were also looking astrally as well.
You can also look astrally because you don't have that curse on you.
All right.
You're the magic person, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a magic person.
Yeah, and I forgot I could still affect
Is it-
spirits with my
That's
fists.
better to do from far away while I'm hidden, right?
You can do that
then-
from far away, though
Yep.
it does have a chance of being spotted, but it's just a chance.
I mean, I'll give it a rental go.
I reckon shamans should have some specialty to make them harder to be spotted using astral.
Well, in most cases, shamans look like their animal form, so they don't actually look as much as a person as everyone else.
Okay, if Bolt's doing that, he looks like a big, massive wolf.
But always looks like a big, massive wolf when you're looking at Bolt, whether Bolt is astral or not.
So is Bolt going up to the front door, or is he going around the back?
Doing it from a distance, looking at the front.
I kept looking first. Happy with that?
Okay. So, you manage to successfully look astrally. And as you're looking, you see the street is cold and etched with the misery of those who live on it. As you're looking at the destination, you notice a pale luminescence coming from the store doorway. You make out a human figure standing there, but its aura is alien. It looks like that of a huge ant.
Well, there's a target. That's rude.
Are you explaining what you're seeing?
Your Bolt will do it in more Bolt terms. Just be like, I see dead people, kind of.
You smell green?
They smell sad. There's blue magic on the door, and would Bolton know that it's a totem or like a spirit of some sort?
Well, you're used to seeing spiritual creatures over people and spiritual creatures representing people. So,
But not as the body.
So you see the spiritual form of this person is a huge ant.
Right, okay, so yeah, like the spirit or totem of this person is a giant ant.
You know it's not a totem. The form this person believes they have in their mind is that of a huge ant. So whereas when people look at you, they will see basically you protected by a totem, but they will also see you, and you look like your totem.
Right, yep.
They look
Whereas this guy looks like a person with an ant behind them.
spiritually, he looks like an ant.
I see. Instead of having effectively protective wolf totem looking over their shoulder, watching out for them, this guy looks like the ant.
Yep.
This guy is the totem.
So
The totem.
you have probably heard of shifters through Trixie who aren't shamans, who, when you look at them, they look like what they naturally are. So to you, from your astral sight, this guy is naturally an ant.
Okay. I don't know how I can convey that, but I'd be like, that dude's an ant. He's not a person.
Okay, so
He looks like a tasty ant. He's quite big.
this could be the outcome
Yeah.
of the thing that's hatching type thing, because she was saying that
Maybe he had some amber gel.
or a lot of it.
Okay, so what would you like to do now? You have options, or would you like to go, it's 10:30, let's wait till next session.
Yes,
I
I suggest that.
But Declan would be planning on thinking, okay, well, possibly we could sneak around the back and have a look inside.
Yeah, but you don't want to set the drone off
Or say, give me half an hour. I'll duck home and get some little supplies, and then I'll take out the guard at front.
So
if you want to look for that.
showing up with the rocket launcher and the high explosive yield.
Well, no, you're going to go to sniper rifle, but
Ooh, wait a sec. I need to get a flamer.
You would have heard from Bolt would suggest that a ranged weapon may not have any effect on it.
No, but if I get a flamer, I just realised my magical ability actually would affect a flamer, and I can cleanse them in magical flame!
Not guaranteed it will work either because of the fact that it is a ranged effect.
Oh, as long as I get them with engaged. Cleanse them in holy fire!
I believe we have a very excited troll on our hands.
And I can't see them because of my wraith bane.
and from Jagger's perspective, he'd much rather find out that sniper rifle has limited effect from the great distance finishes yet.
On the plus side, it gives you a head start for running away.
Indeed. So, but yeah, anyway. The intent will be to investigate the magic shop further. And next week we might go start with combat, just in time. If we don't have Flogger for a short period of time, we've got time for the combat.
Yeah, well, Flocker doesn't care if it's magical or not. He can still rip the bloody arms off them. That's the other thing. Ants can fly.
Some can, yes, not all can.
Yeah, but as I was saying. So if we're doing it, they're treating them as ants, and so you're going to have probably some flying ants. You're going to have some soldier ants.
Yeah, what type of giant ant is it? That's a good question.
Okay.
But Bolt will have to do some education later to figure that out.
No.
Either that or watch the movie. What was it? It Came from the Desert.
Hey guys, I might log off soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't really go on, so thanks all.
So
Thank you very much.
I'll go to end credits, and then if you're still there, I will chat to you after.
All good.
Night guys, thanks for the game.